What is happening? This is Eric with our real estate journey. Bathroom remodel, video number 6, I believe we're up to now. So I wanted to make a video showcasing this Tile Redi system that we're going with. We went with a 5 foot by 32 inch, so 60 inch by 32 inch shower base with a bench that comes in 2 pieces. This is the base, comes in 48 inches by 32. There's the box over there. I hadn't had a chance to open that up yet. This actually came the other day, and we just had a chance to start looking at it. The plumber was here earlier today. So this system, it's actually pretty difficult to find a lot of information as far as video goes on YouTube. Tile Redi themselves have a couple videos. Some of them, or most of them, aren't super clear. So I figured while the plumber was here, we could go take it out, put it in place, look at it. I mean, ultimately he had to, watch my banging into crap. He had to look at it to get the exact measurement. Anyway, this is what what's this called? Their waterfall system for the drain, waterfall drain system, I guess. So you see how it's obviously still has the center drain to it. However, the interesting thing, almost confusing, is that I don't know how well you can tell, but it does have ridges, as though it would take a drain that screws into it. However, it didn't come with anything like that. The part, I believe, is in the bathroom still. Have to check on that real quick. That covers up this. You tile that. So you tile all of this, and then you tile over top of that, and the water just flows over the back and then down in the drain. These systems are all pre-sloped. One of the major reasons I went with this system is, if you've ever messed with custom showers before, which I have very little experience with myself, but just videos and the time or two that I've helped do them, trying to get the substrate all level and then getting your base pan poured and sloped properly towards the drain. It takes some skill, it definitely does. It takes some time, and would definitely take me a lot more time, considering I hadn't done one by myself before. These are pre-formed, they're mold proof, waterproof, pretty slick system. This is the curb side here, 2-inch curb, I think 4 inches up. So let me flip this sucker over here real quick. So it's real lightweight. You see how easily I picked that up. So these ridges here, they go from deep to shallower over here. And what I'm understanding, because the directions they include with this are not very clear, I may put a screenshot of that, or even the direct link to download it if you want to just look at it out of curiosity. It's like 2 pages, very short. But I guess you have to measure, from what I'm gathering, you measure the deepest part of the ridges, which would be back here, subtract a 1/2 inch, and then that is the amount of mortar that you would mix up and put down as your base. So the other part of that is your drain system. Since I'm on a slab, I can't access underneath, so I cannot pre-attach and glue in my 2-inch piping here. I have to have it prepared. There is a little lip inside here. This goes up about 1 inch-ish. I guess that's about 1 inch. So here's what we got to do with that. All right. In the bathroom here, you see this piping here. So you have to have your whole area, have the mortar down, ready to go. This has to be measured perfectly so that it would connect up into that drain portion of the shower base. Have it glued, ready to go. You get a one shot at this system. Make sure that's all correct. Put it down in the mortar, and then wiggle it around and get it all level. Make sure you check all 4 sides of it for level. Once it's level, your drain obviously is glued in. You leave it sit for at least 24 hours before you can go any further with the work. I think it's a pretty tricky system if you don't do these on a regular basis. This is going to be pretty tricky. I believe he's going to be able to come back and help me out at that time, which would be awesome, because even though it's light, trying to do that by myself, a 4-foot piece, to get it lined up perfectly, make sure this is cut perfectly, I'm not feeling super confident that I would do that right the first time. So anyway, besides that, as you can see if you watched the last video, this is all new. He did do the concrete. The last video I had mentioned clarification. I was under the impression he was not planning on doing this here and here, but he was. He just never mentioned it. So that was cool. Now, he didn't finish all right here. He left that loose so that once this is all hardened and we bring that back in here and we set it in place and we know the instructions, exactly how we have to do it, then he's going to go ahead and fill this in what it needs to be. You always kind of leave some space around the drain anyway, just so you can have future access to it. But most of that will be filled in. Anyway, we'll be dealing with that here pretty soon, probably this week. Going back to the work here, the clarification portion, he moved this. I was very specific, reminded him that had to be 15.5 from the framing, because a 1/2-inch drywall put me at 15 inches, and 12.5 from there. Again, drywall 1/2 inch, 12 inches to center. So I threw a tape measure on there. All right. So here's what we do. We run this out. And you say, well, from there to there looks to be right about 12.5. Very, very, very close, if not right on. But then, because this Boca plate is missing, we don't have something to go off exactly, but you can go off right here. And what did we say it was supposed? Oh, what are we supposed to be at? 15.5. Let's see. 15, and looks like 3/4. So, yeah, just as I saw a little bit ago, that it looks like it's 1/4 inch too far. So, I don't know how much 1/4 inch is going to affect that. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I mean, maybe some plumber out there is laughing at me right now saying, dude, you are a freaking idiot. It's 1/4 inch. You're not going to have any problem with that. We're going to find out, I guess. So the other thing I was a little concerned with is this here. This is supposed to, you're supposed to be able to turn this to adjust it. Anyway, he said this is in the correct position now. Because I did question that a little bit. He said, no, that's fine. Because you figure, if this is your toilet's going to be kind of this wide or so. That knob's almost certainly going to be, but I guess I'll just have to cut it back close to the drywall. I guess I probably would have much rathered him leave it over here originally. I'm not sure why he moved it. Probably could have left it over here. You see that line where he had it, and it would have been fine. So anyway, that's kind of the update. Where we're at right now. He's got this moved over. Not real happy with that, as you can see. Again, maybe I'm being really picky, but it is PEX. But I'm kind of really anal about stuff and kind of a neat freak. I would have really liked these to be perfectly straight coming up, and it just would have looked better. It's going to be behind drywall, so again, maybe I'm just being too anal about it. But anyway, tomorrow after this dries, I'm going to go ahead and remove this old plumbing here. I'm going to start reframing this stuff out to get the niches installed, and we'll go from there. I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you'd like, and we'll see you next time.